Yes, sir. You know I'm good, right? Let's go, Biz. I hear the troubles coming from it.
Okay, we're going to take a look at Evan's September 2014 athlete evaluation. We're going to see him run full speed here. This is him running at 50% speed. And then we're going to take a look at him running 10% with the frame-by-frame breakdown, so we can take a look at what we see here. We're going to watch him as he takes off. He's got a very slow start, so we want to work on that because I think he can be a lot more explosive off that initial takeoff. You'll see here it takes him about almost 2 seconds to get 2 yards, and that's a little bit slower than we like. But he does something very interesting. Most kids take their arm and they go across their chest. What he does is he actually scoops as he comes up, and he takes his arm from an L shape and makes it into a V, and then he scoops it up towards his head and more towards like his ear area. So we want to get him to keep that arm in an L shape and drive it up more towards the eye, a little bit up and out, and get it separated from his body a little bit. And that's going to help him get a lot better, I think, an initial takeoff and that explosive first few steps. We're going to push him forward a little bit more, and we're going to take a look here. You see how his chest is twisted out slightly. One of the things he also does is he tries to push himself to be faster by straining. So he kind of like, grits his teeth and kind of keeps his shoulders really stiff and tight, and he needs to be a lot more relaxed in his upper body, especially his head area. He also has a low knee drive. He's pretty flexible and he's a really athletic kid, so there's no reason that he shouldn't be getting his knees up a little bit more. So we want to work on him driving his knees up and out to get that distance per step. And we're going to take a look at a little bit why that's probably a problem for him in this next clip. We're going forward here. We're going to stop him here, and you'll notice this is the problem. If you see that pink line, it should be splitting his eyes. He's getting a lot of east-west motion, and what he's doing is he's tucking his right knee behind his leg, and then his other leg comes out over across the top. He's also flaring his foot out, and he's getting it way offline. So that leg I should be able to see his kneecap instead of pointing the other way, and the other one is way off. So his lower body is going one way, his upper body is going another, and he's all twisted up. So we got to straighten all that out, especially those feet, so we don't have any injury issues, and that's going to help his speed out a lot. So a lot of lower body work we need to do with him to kind of correct this. Might even need to do some privates for him on that, just specifically running. Here's his vertical leap, 12 inches, and he uses his body really well there and explodes up, so I'm not really unhappy with that. Vertical is something that comes with a little bit of age, but we'll definitely work on that as well. Standing broad jump, 4'8". He does this fairly well as well. This one technically shouldn't have counted, but he did 2 or 3 before, so we just kind of used it, but he kind of bounced off the floor there. But all in all, he's very athletic. We want to see him increase his vertical and his standing broad jump, because that's going to help with his explosiveness, and especially help him with lacrosse. Lateral speed, you'll see he does fairly well here. He has a tendency to stand up a little bit too tall and kind of point his feet out some, so we'll work on that with him as well to help him out. So this kind of lets us see what we need to work on. His push-ups and sit-up strength, I was really impressed with that. I think that's good numbers. We can definitely improve though. Lateral speed, I definitely want to see go up. And the main thing for him is that 10-yard time. That 10-yard time should be down low 2s, and we definitely want to work on that. Vertical, I'd like to see be into the 13s, 14s, and we need to continue to work on his flexibility. But main thing for him is getting that form corrected and working on just that the lower body stuff and the upper body stuff to get him fixed up.